Guys, it's Jenna. So today I have a video. It's gonna be my 2017 favorites for makeup, and I'm also just gonna say I'm really sorry that I've been absent on this channel for so long. I filmed a lot of vlogs in the summer, and then school came back and I kind of just lost motivation. So we're back, we're gonna be filming, and I thought what better way to start off 2018 than 2017's makeup favorites. I have like so many products in just a big like pile, so I figured I would like go category by category. So I'm just gonna jump in and I'm gonna go into primer first, because you know when you do your makeup, gonna go in the order of like the steps that you do your makeup, like primer, foundation, blah. I actually just got this primer in like October, so I haven't used it that long, but it's actually like really quickly become one of my favorites. It's the L'Oreal Paris New View Magic Lumi Light Infused Primer. Looks like this. It's a little like little pump. Get it? Gonna like do a little swatch. If you can see that on the back of my hand. And like it's just really brightening. It's like makes my foundation look a lot more dewy in a sense, and it's like I like the fact, oh my god, I just said like so many times. I like the fact that there's not like chunks of like glitter in it. Like sometimes like in highlighters and sometimes even in primers there can be like if they're sparkly they can have like really big chunks of glitter, and this one just has like a really nice sheen to it. Can't really, there you go. Then the second one I have is a foundation. It's from the drugstore. Actually, majority of these products are from the drugstore, I think. All except like 4 I think are from the drugstore. Revlon Color Stay Normal to Dry in shade 110 in Ivory, and it's a foundation. It's the 24-hour wear. I'm really pale, obviously, if you couldn't tell, and I was considering either putting this in or the Kat Von D Lock-It foundation, and I've noticed that the Kat Von D foundation, it's very full coverage, obviously, and it's like in the name, and it's just so thick on my face. It makes me feel like I'm literally wearing a mask. I mean, I love that foundation because it like is one of the only foundations that can match my skin, except for this one, even though this one can be a little dark, so I have to really blend it like all the way down my neck and use a light powder when I use this. But I love the consistency in this, and I love the way this doesn't make my skin look cakey. It just makes my skin look very like I'm not wearing any foundation, and just very dewy, and even it's for normal to dry, so I think that's kind of the point. Next I have a concealer. It's the Fit Me Concealer by Maybelline New York, and it's in the shade 15 Fair, obviously. Pale as shit again. You know the drill. And I need another one of this. As you can see, it's literally like empty. It's paler than the foundation I use. I need to always make sure that the concealer is lighter than the foundation, and sometimes even if it is light enough, it's like really super orangey, which is not cute. So this is some concealer that I like, and this is also, it's not very full coverage, but it's just kind of like the perfect amount that it like gets rid of the dark circles and it isn't cakey. So I love it. This is the setting powder that I use, the Maybelline Fit Me in 05 Fair, and it's the loose powder. So all year I've been using like the one in like the little compact, and as you can see I like hit pan on it, and it's the Matte and Poreless 100 Normal to Oily one, and it just kind of looks like this. And I was using that with a brush that I'm going to talk about next, but I felt like I would just have to go like layer over layer over layer over layer to get the kind of coverage that I wanted, and to make my foundation stay and make it feel like, you know, everything was set. So what I've been doing actually is using the loose powder, and I'll show you, it kind of looks like that. I've been putting that on a beauty blender, or actually not a beauty blender, the Real Techniques, which also I'm going to be talking about later. And I've just been like kind of stamping it into my skin instead of using a brush, and that's been working so much better. The way it just sets this foundation without making me look cakey, I love it. Next, actually, I'm going to talk about, where did I put it? The Real Techniques beauty sponges. I just bought a new pack, so I didn't open this. I was going to use this one because the one I am still using is super dirty. Just like this, normal beauty blender. Everyone always talks about the beauty blenders. You guys know how much everyone loves beauty blenders. So, Real Techniques, favorite beauty sponge, I can't talk. The next brush I want to talk about is the Morphe MB35. This is the brush that I was talking about earlier when I said that I was using it with the Fit Me powder, and I would just put it all over my skin. It worked really well, and the bristles are really dense, which I love. ever since I just stopped using like the compact, I haven't really been using that brush as much. But what I will do is I'll go in, after I'm done going in with the loose powder, I'll take this brush and then I'll go around a little bit, like a really low coat, a really not dense, a really, I can't think of the word, a really, oh my god, a really thin coat. So next I'm going to be talking about contour. The brush that I've been using is the Real Techniques. The brush that I've been using is the Real, oh my fucking god. The brush that I've, shut up! So the brush that I've been using is just the Real Techniques. I guess it's the contour brush. It's by Sam and Nick Chapman, or Neo Chapman. I don't know. It's kind of scribbled off. And it's the sculpting brush. And I just go in with my cheekbones and I kind of do a little bit of that. With the product, the Butter Bronzer. So as I was saying before with the foundations, I had this issue where since I'm so pale, every foundation would look super muddy on me and be way too dark. I would even just tap the brush on it and would get so much product that was too dark for my skin. So this is the one bronzer that I found was working for me. It works extremely well and I can apply an actual amount of it without looking like I have mud on my face. And it's just the, I don't think there's a shade. It's by Physicians Formula. I think it's just the bronzer shade. I think this is like the only shade they have of their butter bronzer. And so that's what I've been using. I'll do a little swatch. Look how pretty this is. And like, since I'm so pale, this is perfect for me. So next I'm going to be talking about highlighter. This year I haven't really, or I guess I should say last year, 2017, I never really found a highlight brush that I was in love with. So I didn't include a highlight brush that I thought was my favorite, but I wanted to do my favorite palette, which is the Glow Kit Sweets by Anastasia Beverly Hills. And it looks like this. I was stuck between doing this or the Jaclyn Hill Champagne Pop, but I figured the Champagne Pop was kind of like a 2016 thing, even though I'm already on like my second tin of it or pan of it. And I just love that highlighter so much, but I wanted to do a new one because I got this in 2017 and I've been using it religiously. I still haven't hit pan on them because there's so many different colors and you can see like the little like indents in them because I have been using a lot. The one I usually use, to be honest, is this one. It's Butterscotch. Let me show you, just watch it like this. Look at that. Like that's insane. And then I guess I'm also gonna swatch Taffy, which is this one right here. Like look at the pigmentation on that. Look at that. That's crazy. There's 3. There's actually 4. I don't know how to count. Honestly, perfect for whatever kind of makeup look you want to use. Next, I'm going to talk about eyebrows. If you watch my previous videos, you guys know that I have issues with my eyebrows. I have to get them dyed. I don't have naturally pigment eyebrows. They're just like pale. Like I don't have any eyebrows. They're like bleach white. So what I have done now, and if I'm probably going to be filming a updated like eyebrow tutorial because it is like very intense. So what I have done now is I just like trace the outline of them with Anastasia, the Brow Wiz, and then I actually go in and then I fill it in with the Dip Brow Pomade in the shade Caramel. Kind of just looks like this inside, and I've used a shit ton of it. It only says to use it for 6 months, but I've had it for almost 2 years and I still haven't used it all. And I do my eyebrows literally every day, like 365 fucking days of year. Like I do my eyebrows every fucking day and I still haven't like hit pan or even close to pan on it. This product is ridiculous. I love it. It works amazingly and it's just perfect for someone that doesn't have eyebrows. Watch your man. You should watch your mouth. Next I'm going to be talking about eyeshadow palettes. So I picked out 3 because I couldn't pick about the ones that I've been using religiously this year. The first one, by far my favorite, is the Too Faced Sweet Peach palette. I got it actually 2 years ago for Christmas in December of 2016, and then I just used it all the time in 2017. As you can see, this is what it looks like. I used the colors Luscious, Just Peachy, Bellini, Cobbler, and I'm gonna say Puree the most, which is gonna be, probably, I don't know how to cover this the best way, which is, I'm having some issues. Gonna be this one, this one, this one, and this one, and this one. Use them so much, basically my everyday eye look. Love this palette. It smells like peaches, and the colors are just so pigmented. Oh my god, I sound like Manny MUA. So pigmented. So pigmented. So pigmented. So pigmented. So pigmented. There's not a lot of fallout on them. Just blend so well. The next palette I want to talk about is the BH Cosmetics Galaxy Chic palette. This one looks like, the ones that I've been using the most actually are the Prometheus, Aphrodite, and the Mars one. The colors are very pigmented in this as well, and I just think the palette is beautiful. It looks so cool. They all look like little planets. I kind of like ripping the palette. They're so pretty. I'm gonna swatch Prometheus for you, which is this one right here. Like, that's ridiculous. Ridiculous. I'm gonna also swatch in the Just Peachy palette. I'm gonna swatch Luscious, which is this one right here. Like, look at that. They literally, like, swatch like butter. I'm gonna swatch that on the back of my hand because I'm running out of spots to swatch it. Like, look at that. It's so pigmented. They're so nice. And even, like, the mattes and the shimmers in that palette, in both of those palettes, are so pigmented. And then last but not least, everyone talked about this palette this year, the Jaclyn Hill palette with Morphe. I was so lucky to get this palette, like, the first batch. I was at work and I ran to the bathroom and I had to wait like 20 minutes to finally actually get in and enter all my information. So I got it. Look how beautiful it is. I'm sure you guys have heard everyone fucking talk about this palette, so I'm not going to go that in depth with it. But some of my favorite colors, I like this one right here. I also threw out the paper with the names on them, so I'm just going to point to them. This one, I also really like this one, and these two right here are amazing for like in the crease shadows and to blend with a bunch of other shadows. Those are the 3 palettes that were my favorites in 2017. Next, I want to talk about eyeshadow brushes. So the first one is going to be the Sonia Kashuk, and there's not like a number or anything on like this. It just looks like this. I got it in a package, like a brush set, about almost 4 years ago. Crazy. Around Christmas time. There's a bunch of other brushes, so this is the one that I just put all over my lid. And then I have another brush, which is the Morphe B43, and it kind of looks like this. It's a tapered brush. I don't really know which way to show this. And this is another one that I like to put in the crease and blend. Also, amazing brush, love Morphe. And then lastly, this is actually a concealer brush. It's the e.l.f. Flawless Concealer Brush, and I actually got this at Target. I use this to blend like up above my crease. I know it's not meant for eyeshadow, but it works amazing for eyeshadow. And I want to talk about mascara. Favorite mascara is the Maybelline Lash Sensational. I feel like a lot of people talked about this. It's in Blackest Black. Brush looks like this. Really pretty like that. Works amazing for applying mascara, and it's from the drugstore. Very cheap, amazing, makes your eyelashes look amazing. And I just love this mascara. Second to last, I want to talk about a lipstick that I use. This is the MAC in shade Kinda Sexy A54. Looks like this. I'm actually wearing it on my lips right now, but I'm gonna still swatch it right here on the back of my hand. Use this lipstick so much in 2017. Like, it was just my go-to every day. And then last but not least, we're gonna talk about Setting Spray. It's the Urban Decay All-Nighter Makeup Spreading Spray, long lasting. Looks like this. I don't know if that even picked up on camera. Amazing. Everyone talked about this spray. It sets my makeup while not making me look super gross, crusty, cakey, or too dewy. It's the only setting spray I used in all of 2017. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Thank you so much for watching, and I hope to be posting a lot more in 2018, and I hope that you guys watch. Bye, guys.